agent by trade. I'm a vandal at heart. I find the weakest piece and pull it all apart. I've been on every side. You know they're all the same. You recognize my face, but you don't know my name. Sabotage. You wanna get into the entourage. You gotta use a little camouflage. If you wanna break into the scene, oh yeah, sabotage. You take a hammer to the fuselage. You wish them all a little bon voyage. And you never say a thing, oh yeah, sabotage. And when they're firing up a grand barrage, you disappear into a dim mirage. I'm right in front of your eyes. I'm living under your nose. But you don't know I'm there until the bomber blows. I wear a hat and a coat. I wear a suit and a tie. I'm looking just like you, and you pass me right by. Sabotage. You wanna get into the entourage. You gotta use a little camouflage. If you wanna break into the scene, oh yeah, sabotage. You take a hammer to the fuselage. You wish them all a little bon voyage. And you never say a thing, oh yeah, sabotage. And when they're firing up a grand barrage, you disappear into a thin mirage. Sabotage. You wanna get into the entourage. You gotta use a little camouflage. If you wanna break into the scene, oh yeah, sabotage. You take a hammer to the fuselage. You wish them all a little bon voyage. And you never say a thing, oh yeah, sabotage. And when they're firing up a grand barrage, you disappear into a dim mirage. Oh, don't you hold me down. I don't wanna stay. Your walls won't contain me. I always get away. You think you know it all, but you don't know yourself. You've got it all together until it goes to hell. Sabotage. You wanna get into the entourage. You gotta use a little camouflage. If you wanna break into the scene, oh yeah, sabotage. You take a hammer to the fuselage. You wish them all a little bon voyage. And you never say a thing, oh yeah, sabotage. And when they're firing up a grand barrage, you disappear into a thin mirage, mirage. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sabotage.
Hello? Hello? Wah. Ow, wow, 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 wow. Hello. It's me. I've been kinda sicky icky all week long. And last Thursday I was gumpy, so I didn't do a long haul last week because I was gumpy last week. Hello, friends, enemies, past romantic partners and future nemesis. Welcome to the long haul. It's a celebration of simulation. We're doing more Power Wash Simulator today. So haul. The classic intro to the long haul, where I say so haul, and then at the end I say so long. That's the intro and outro. Clean the ancient monument. Finger pointing. How y'all doing? I was asleep on the couch 10 minutes ago. That's not true. 15-20 minutes ago at this point. 10 minutes before I sat down at my desk, I was asleep on the couch. I'm I'm a little out of it. We're going to see how this goes. Oh, my water bottle has water leaking out of it. One sec. For some reason, if I put ice in my water bottle, the water will just sort of worm its way out of the straw and, like, pool in the area that the straw stows away in. So if I pick it up, it just immediately spills when that happens. I don't know why. Anyway, thanks for coming. We got a fresh discovery in urgent need of a hose down. We were scouting the area after the recent seismic activity and found the curious hand statue that's never been seen before, completely unearthed. Well, it has been seen before. Someone made it, but you know what I mean. Questionably pre-Columbian and could be the work of the same civilization as the statues. We won't know for sure until you've worked your magic on it, and thanks again for your help before. We're learning fresh stuff about these people all the time. You're welcome. Oh yeah, I was trying to get enough money to get the triple tip. I was double checking whether I had the triple tip or not. Whoops, accidentally. Might be a new record on how quickly something he said was caught by Automod. Fuck it. Fuck it. I posted it. I let it post. Automod can't stop you. This case moved. It immediately moved when it spawned into the level. There's probably no particular reason that that's a movable object, but it is a movable object. Very barren. Very barren little area here. Thank you for freeing my very tasteful joke. Yeah. Can you solve that case? Oh, I get it. Are we thinking that's Breaking Bad reference? Well, this is just a Winnebago that belongs to the archaeologists. Did I just say archaeologists? I don't know what I just said. The archaeology people. We got this camper earlier in the game and then gave it to them, I think, is what happens in the story. Strange how that index finger is pointing in that specific spot, don't you think? Where is it pointing? It's pointing at like a mesa over there. Okay. Nothing in that direction for miles until you hit the coast. Aside from that mesa that's there. And the marina is there, but it wasn't back in those days. Okay. Marina, epic Splatoon 2 reference. I'm always saying that whenever I hear the word marina. Power Wash Sim MMO, that would be so powerful. I've been thinking a lot about like MMOs and virtual worlds lately. I think I talked about this a little last week too, where I was like, I really miss kind of the vibe of a virtual world where people are just like hanging out and role playing within the confines of that world. And so I was vaguely considering trying to find a mud or a mush to get back into. But the problem with Muds and Mushes is that most of the ones that still exist are for adult purposes and not simply for cool, fun roleplay time. Club Penguin 2, yeah. Club Penguin's not really like a role playing situation, though. Like, I'm thinking like Star Wars Galaxies, you know? Pre NGE Star Wars Galaxies. Muds and Mushes would be a good tabletop RPG name. That's true. Like Club Penguin definitely fits the virtual world vibe. It's just that like what I want out of a virtual world isn't just a chat room with little guys in it. I want like a role playing experience because I like to write with other people. Writing collaboratively is fun. Writing alone is also pretty fun, but I like writing with other people. Especially when the thing that we're writing is like never going to see the light of day. I think that's fun and relaxing. Sometimes it sucks because Hypixel Skyblock. Do people roleplay in Skyblock? All I know about Skyblock is that it's a weird little Minecraft game mode. Hypixel Skyblock is the opposite of what I want. I see, I see. I understand. What am I missing on this fin? Oh, this end of it. There we go. There we go. We're cleaning. Classic Minecraft pre-made map where the whole world is just empty air apart from a little island. Challenges to build as much as you can with this tiny amount of starting land. Yeah. Hypixel Skyblock, if I remember right, is like a weird little MMO type of thing, right? Where you like part of the thing is you like build a portal and you go to little like worlds where you gather materials. And it's almost kind of roguelike ish in a way. Yeah, massive multiplayer server. I'm probably misrepresenting what exactly it is, but like I'm in the ballpark at least, I think. I did play Final Fantasy 14. I played a lot of Final Fantasy 14. Um, I like that game because it's nice to do taking pictures in and stuff. Um, don't particularly like playing the game anymore. It kind of got old to me. And then they wrapped up the story, and then they were like, and now we're making more story, and I just don't care about the more story that they're making at all. So I stopped playing after Endwalker. I played like a couple of the updates, and then I both said I can't really afford to pay $15 a month for this, and also I'm not really that interested in what they were doing with the story because, as far as I'm concerned, the story had a satisfactory ending, and I'm very happy with that ending. Your island is just has a giant portal on it that takes you into an MMO. The island is an afterthought and stopped being the main focus of the game at some point. It just kind of turns into your personal home storage area. The real game happens in the hub world. Gotcha. Endwalker, you've crafted a link by accident. I thought that was someone named Endwalker.it in chat for a second because of the way it broke up on my little window. I thought someone showed up because I mentioned Endwalker. Um, yeah, I think Final Fantasy XIV is great. I think the gameplay style isn't really to my taste anymore, but it's great and it's good and it's very pretty and it's lovely to put characters together in and take pictures of your characters in. But gameplay wise, it is just not really for me anymore, and the story stopped kind of keeping me there. Real game part of Hypixel Skyblock is the most soulless, grindiest MMO. 10 hours grinding a set of gear so you can go to a slightly different area to grind slightly better gear. Yeah, that sounds like what I want out of Minecraft, the cool creative game about being creative and cool. That's exactly what I was looking for in my Minecraft experience. Thank you so much, Skyblock. Hypixel Skyblock specifically. I wish I was more into Minecraft. I feel like I need friends to play Minecraft with in order to enjoy it. Like, I was really into playing Minecraft on my own and everything when I was younger, but then every time I've tried, like, in the last couple of years, it just gets boring after a couple of hours. I think I would need people to play with. Especially so the people that I'm playing with can do the parts I don't want to do for me. Suppose it could be pointing to the stars. Oh, that's possible. Andromeda would have been at that exact spot around 8,000 years ago. Maybe that's it? Maybe. Good guess, Sonia. Minecraft is most fun with friends. Yeah. Yeah, how hard it is to get a person to play Minecraft with. I know, right? No one plays Minecraft. It's fucking impossible. Oh, anyway, part of the reason that I started talking about this, 3 years ago, a bunch of people followed Nullcasting of Cable 2 fame on Twitter, like all around the same time. And Null made a post like 3 years ago that was like, "Oh yeah, I while you're all here, link me to an old game or MMO that you played, preferably with Wayback Machine, so I can see those ancient graphics and stuff." Um, and I linked to one that I played when I was younger called Well of Souls. Now, for some reason, that 3-year-old tweet got a reply today. I guess someone just going on Twitter and searching Well of Souls. Um, which is like, God, I loved that game. It's not a very good game from everything I can remember, but I loved it. Um, let me just, I still have the webpage pulled up because I was looking at it again after someone replied to it today. Let me just like show you this ancient website real quick that hasn't changed in at least 10 years. The copyright has been updated to say till 2014, but it hasn't been updated in at least 10 years. I'm zooming it in so you can see it on the whole screen instead of the tiny bit of the screen it actually takes up. And then I'm going to transition my thingy here so you can actually see it. Maybe. Where's my button for that? There it is. Okay, so look at this thing. This is Well of Souls. Um, uh, so basically, it's like you float around like a world map. There's a bunch of testimonials. Um, it doesn't have any pictures of the world map here. I mean, this is the world map, I guess. Like, you sort of float around on a world map, and then you get into random encounters, and there's like a whole story and everything. And when you're in combat, it looks like this, and you can kind of move yourself around the screen very slowly. Um, this is still the website. Like, this website is just still here. This website hasn't been changed or updated at all, as far as I can tell, since I played this game in, like, it must have been like 2006, 2007, right? Like, yeah, 1999 to 2014. So it must have been between like 2004 and 2007. Um, but like, yeah, so like people made their own like worlds for it. You could make custom character skins because all the character skins are just sprites, so it was really easy to find like, oh, here's a character skin of Inuyasha. There were a lot of sprite edits of the exact same sprite of Inuyasha. um, that was really common. But like it was just like 20 player servers. It's not really an MMO, but people talk about it like it is one. Um, let's see what the skins page has for us. This is just talking about making custom skins. It doesn't actually have like a list of them. Um, Other worlds. We got Evergreen. We got Monkey Town. This doesn't have the one that I played the most listed. I wonder if this website's still up. Nope. Um, Furtopia. Anyway, the one that I liked to play the most was sort of like a dark fantasy thing called, I think it was just called Goblin, if I remember correctly. Um, anyway, yeah, I really liked that game when I was younger. The person who replied to that tweet, I replied back and said, like, it's wild that you replied to this tweet 3 years later, but now I'm thinking about this again. I wonder if it runs on Windows 11. And apparently that guy has been running it and talking about it on Windows 11. So I guess it runs. I was vaguely considering just downloading that and playing it for this stream, but I think it would probably be boring to watch. Furtopia by Lord Firefox, yeah. His web browser's great. He did a great job with it. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I thought that game was really cool when I was younger, and I'm like kind of like nostalgic for it. I'm sure if I jump back into it, it's gonna be bad. I know that that is the thing that I learned the word ennui from, because you could get like pets in the game, and if you didn't take good care of them, the worst emotion they could have is ennui. Now, at the time, I was a child, so I pronounced it like ennui, because I was, I was baby. You don't want your pets going on weed. That's so true. And like I'm finding myself wondering about things about that game, like do the systems for get sending $10 to the developer and getting a golden name in game, like does that system still work? I don't know. I wonder. I like how the entire piece you're cleaning is simply titled Hand. Yeah. The whole thing is a hand. The whole dang statue is a hand video game, you silly. Wah! I fell down. Like, there's no ladders or scaffolds here, which is a little inconvenient for something with this shape. So this is palm. Oh, okay, this is the rest of the hand piece that I haven't done yet. So then you're going to the end game. If you continue, you'll no longer be able to participate in online play for some time. Huh. What game is that? What game are you playing that gives you that kind of warning message? There's my Discord window. I'm trying to find your name to click on so I can see what you're playing. Oh, it doesn't say. Sad. Dragon Quest Builders. I see, I see. I've been in contact with the fire chief. Evacuations are taking place for everyone in Muckingham. Alright. Flo's fire helicopter is being called in to see if anything can be done to calm Mount Rushless. Be sure to keep your distance. Will do, buddy. Oh, there it is. I figured that the finger would be pointing toward it, so I was looking this way and was like, well, I guess you can't see the mountain from here. It's over there. Yeah, I've seen people play Dragon Quest Builders. It doesn't really seem like my thing, but it does look fun. Anyway, what I'm ultimately getting at is that me and Nullcasting should do a series where we play Well of Souls together through to the end game. Like we'll just do the entire story of Evergreen, which is the world that comes with the game. Is that story particularly good? Probably not. I don't remember thinking the story was particularly good when I was a child, so it's probably not very good. Just sort of a long haul Warp Zone crossover where we play a bad game I played as a child that vaguely fits the theme of Warp Zone on account of its old. Not that Null only plays old games on Warp Zone, just I'm just being silly. It's got the aesthetics of something from that time period, which I think fits Warp Zone aesthetically very well. Is what I'm getting at. Come on. Be clean enough that I can move on to the next piece, please. There's some more gunk. There's all these little tiny spots left over that I can barely see even when I'm doing the, like, show me the dirt thing. Oh, there's a bunch. Yay! We did it. We did it, team. Oh, distal finger phalanx. I'm learning that that part of a finger is called a phalanx, apparently. I don't know if that's a video game special or if that's what they're called. Thought I accidentally had an extension on. Anyway, I didn't ask how y'all are doing today, I don't think. What's everyone up to? How y'all doing? It's been 2 weeks since I've seen all y'all's bright and shiny faces. I mean, not all y'all. Some of y'all. You're increasing your yawn counter. I somehow haven't yawned on stream yet, even though I'm just incredibly sleepy. I'm levels of sleepy never before seen by science. Means the part in Monster Hunter World where you get very frustrated and give up. What part's that? New job available, extra cleaning liquid in stock. Hey there, is the marina in your catchment area? My shrimper's caked up to the eyeballs. Jerry Jambalaya. Given that his name... I only just realized that there are 6 fingers. What else have we missed? Given that his name is Jerry Jambalaya, I feel like I should try to do a Cajun accent, but out of respect to Tia, I won't be doing that, even though she can't hear me. Also, let's be real, Cajun accents are really hard. It has 6 fingers. Yeah, I guess it does. 1, 2, 3... 4. 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, yeah, because there's one pointing. It does have 6 fingers. Like the start of high rank, you get stun blocked so easily you don't know why. Yeah. Anti-stun decorations can help with that. Basically, taking blunt damage to the face will get you stunned. That's just kind of a thing that happens. If you're taking hits at all before you get your first sets of high rank armor. I don't know if you have high rank armor yet, but it still happens even if you do have high rank armor, just less. Not even the stun status effect, literally just the amount of time it takes your hunter to stand up after getting hit. Interesting. I never had that problem in Monster Hunter World, but also I've been playing Monster Hunter for a long time. I started playing Monster Hunter when 3 Ultimate came out, which was like a good 7 or 8 years, I think, before World came out. So that might just be a me. I don't want to say it's a skill thing. The words that are trying to come out of my mouth is it's a skill thing. I am not good at Monster Hunter, to be clear. I know my way around a Monster Hunter game. I'm not good at it. If you're playing on PC, maybe we could play some together and I could try to get you through that. See what happens. Double digit Zenny? Yeah, that'll happen. I mean, I would say 300-ish hours should be enough, but, you know, everyone learns at different rates and stuff too, of course. You are on PC. Neat. Maybe we should play together sometime. That'd be fun. I haven't touched World in quite a while. I don't think I ever even finished Iceborne, to be honest. I think I got mad that I was playing Iceborne and they have Zamites in it, but they didn't bring back Zamtrios. I think I got mad about that and stopped playing for a while, and that while turned into like years. 125 hours of world and never made it to Iceborne. Yeah, Iceborne is, and it's a long way off. The high rank campaign in that game is actually pretty long, or the low to high rank campaign, I should say. In world is actually pretty long. Me and Warlock. Those of you who may or may not know Warlock, who's in the Cable 2 Discord, and has, I believe, done shows before, but not in quite a while as far as I'm aware. But me and Warlock used to play Monster Hunter together a lot. We would turn on... We would find metal albums with ridiculous titles on YouTube, and we would just turn them on at the same time and play Monster Hunter together, and it was a lot of fun. That was how I got a lot of my early Monster Hunter hours in. Also, I think I've played something like 800 hours of World, because I played about 400 hours of the base game on PS4, and then the game came out on PC, and I immediately jumped ship from PS4 to PC, which meant starting over. Don't want to monopolize the stream combo about Monster Hunter? I mean, I don't think you've done that a lot lately. I don't remember ever talking with you about Monster Hunter. Or do you just mean in other things? I haven't really been able to catch any Cable 2 streams recently because I've been too tired or sleeping in or sick or whatever. Just busy. Life is busy. Hyperfixation. Yeah, I feel ya. Wah. Oh yeah, we talked about Double Cross and Giggy Knox. We did. I remember that now. Um. Oh, I just had like a brain blast. Hi, Doc. It's Leonard Cal's dad. Hello, Leonard Cal's dad. The volcano is about to blow sky high, and all that cleaning you did for our bungalow will be for nothing. I'm sorry, Leonard Cal's dad. The car is still looking good, though, and safely packed away in the garage. Thanks, Leonard. Um... No, I had a brain blast about a show that would be fun to do, but that like I wouldn't want to pitch because it would probably be extremely sporadic, and also there's a moratorium on video gamey pitches right now. But just the idea of going into dead MMOs and dead games like that and just sort of exploring them on stream sounds like a fun time to me. We could play the Myst MMO. Because there was a Myst MMO, it turns out. A YouTube series like that? That sounds familiar. Recently went and tried worlds.com. That's cool. I feel like most of what I know about worlds.com is YouTubers talking about how, like, oh my god, there's a secret cult in this game. I remember the story of how the game is still up also being pretty interesting, though. But I don't remember exactly what it is offhand. The problem with old stuff like that on YouTube is that a lot of the people who make videos and stuff about it are they're interested in like the mystery and the liminality and all that stuff, and like, no, I'm interested in looking at a thing that people used to love and seeing what it's all about, seeing what it's like, you know? What's more interesting is the patents they have. Also, I'm deeply tired of the word liminality and liminal, just by the way. Sorry, I had to drink a bunch of water. My throat's getting rough. If my throat continues to get rougher, like I said, I'm a little under the weather, so if it continues to get rougher, I might just end stream at some point. We'll see what happens. They've tried to sue a bunch of other game companies. Oh, yeah. The guy who runs it's like a patent troll, right? Um, yeah, I think a lot of people who talk about that kind of stuff don't know what the word liminal means, or like what in my opinion it should mean to for something to be a liminal space. It's transitory, you know. It's got to be a transition from one place to the other. A liminal space is like an airport, not like a bedroom that looks a little spooky and weird. Like, I feel like a lot of what people show when they're talking about liminal spaces is actually just stuff that gives them deja vu. Know what I mean? Liminality is the name of the newest strike mission in Destiny 2. It's a little too pretentious for a mission about fighting some guys in a weird cave full of dragon skulls. Sounds a little silly. But yeah, I have this problem where I constantly end up being really fascinated by internet things that get like immediately watered down into oblivion, like liminal spaces and the concept of the back rooms. As soon as you start adding lore to the back rooms, it's no longer interesting or scary. The thing that was interesting and scary about the original, like, fucking 3 sentences that got everyone thinking about this thing is that there was nothing to it. It's just spooky. It's like there's no detail to latch onto, and that's what's spooky about it. As soon as you start adding details, then it's no longer scary. A spooky bedroom is a transition between awake time and scary sleepy time. That's true. I should have considered scary sleepy time. Anyway, I feel like when I talk about stuff like this, I sound really pretentious. I swear I'm not trying to be like pretentious or elitist or anything like that about this kind of spooky media or whatever. It's just that like I have really specific fixations and hang-ups and interests, and I feel like a lot of this stuff just immediately loses that as soon as it makes it to a wider community. It loses the things that I'm interested in. You do think Cable 2 could do a good show about getting a group of cable dogs together to tour virtual worlds? I would be up for it. I don't want to pitch that one on my own. I want to have like one or two people with me on that one. I don't know why. I just feel like pitching it on my own would be wrong. Two YouTube shows about exploring dead virtual worlds. Interesting. People adding unnecessary details to horror, often kids trying to grapple with phobia in a way that makes them look cool. Yeah, no, and that's why I'm not like mad about it. I'm just I don't like it when things that appeal to me and are interesting to me lose their allure. It just makes me sad. It's kind of part of the Homestuck problem to me. Like the this comic that's about all of these characters that I know and like and am interested in the stories of, uh, becoming superseded by a completely new comic about 16 new characters that I'm not interested in and don't know. And it feels like I'm expected to just immediately want to learn and know about these characters instead of giving them time to charm me into liking them the way the initial comic went. You know, it's stuff like that. Had to let Liminal pass me by. It means something different now. We'll see. Uh, One of the hard things about being an adult in fandom spaces is learning when to let it pass you by. Yeah, I agree. And like, here's the thing: I'm saying all that about Homestuck. I do like Act 6 of Homestuck. It's just that like, I don't know. It's jarring to be that far into a comic and then for like the original characters that made me love the comic just sort of disappear for a really long time. And instead it's about these 16 characters I know nothing about now. You know, it's a weird thing to happen to a that happened in Act 5 and in the intermissions. Yeah, but like in Act 5 it was answering okay, so here's the thing. In Act 5 it was answering a question that people had about who the trolls were and what their deal was. Like to me Act 5 is it's about answering a question about some characters that already exist and have created a mystery that matters to the story. Yeah, I mean that's fair about the alternate trolls, the alpha kids and the two cherubs. Yeah, that's fair. Um, but yeah, so like in Act 5, like I think that worked. I think it worked because it was such a specific thing that was happening. Um, in the intermissions, uh, most of them were really short. I feel like I don't know. I feel like the intermissions were really short. Midnight Crew was fun because it was both a comic that the characters were reading in universe and also a callback to Problem Sleuth, which I really liked. I really like Problem Sleuth. If you were invested in Homestuck at the time, you wouldn't have enjoyed Act 5. That's fair. That was also a weird transition. It's just one that I personally got over. Where is the gnome hiding? Where are you, gnome? The Homestuck pacing in general is really bizarre. Yeah, the start of Act 6 is like less than halfway through the story. I agree. It's just it was a difficult transition for me. I didn't like it. That's what you get when you invent a new form of storytelling. Yeah, kinda. I don't see gnomes. Like there's something over there, but I can't tell if it's gnome or not. Something was moving? You're right. What is that? It looks like it's coming toward me. Should I just stand here for a while? What is that? It's Dylan. A sniper scope attachment or something? I don't know. Oh, I was trying to pause to see if there's like a zoom button somewhere that I don't know about. Okay, yeah, let me. Huh. Apparently, you can widen the camera's field of view quite a bit. Didn't know that. Oh, that feels so much more comfortable. What is going on over there? You can see it going past you a whole bunch of times in the replay. Oh, yeah. What the fuck? So, I mean, that's like right over here that it was passing by, whatever it is. Gonna look. There is no zoom in button, unfortunately. So we just kind of have to wait. I mean, is that the people evacuating Muckingham? Is that what that is? It would be the first time we've seen a human in this game. Oh, those are cats, I think. I think those are cats at the front there. It's all the missing cats from the town, yeah. That's your caravan from one mission you play. Oh, I see. Yeah, those are cats. Huh. I guess the cats are evacuating. They're leaving. There's the gnome. Doesn't go far enough to blast him. Yeah, that's all cats. Oh, that's so bizarre. Can't blast them with water. I assume they kind of disappear behind this rock and then respawn. No, they just keep going. Don't blast the cats? Okay. Alright. Well, that's interesting. Oh, that's going back in thingies. Clean the fishing boat. What if we just do the Final Fantasy stuff instead of finishing the story? I swear the world is getting weirder day by the day. Last night I was out on my boat when I caught a whiff of this glorious smell. Imagine if you took just the juiciest little shrimp and enhanced all the bits of that flavor you loved and removed all the bits you hated. Then added a little pinch of parsley. That was the smell. Naturally, I followed it and hadn't gotten more than a half a nautical mile due west when this huge wave came out of nowhere, scooped me up, and beached me on the foreshore like a curious beluga. It's gonna need a good hosing before I hit those waves again. Oh, I didn't look at the end message. You're right. I was too distracted by the cats. Um. Fantastic job, Wishy. This sacred geometry, the six fingers, so much to get our teeth stuck into. So exciting and so amazing. You finally see these relics as they would have been seen at the time. You're a star. Nothing interesting. Gotta say that in all my time at sea, I've never seen a wave like that before. Racking my brain just trying to think of what could have caused such a thing. Well, that finger was pointing towards the ocean. It's the kind of thing you'd expect when the side falls off a volcano or there's a subterranean earthquake or some such. Just cleaning off this keel real quick. My brain was being filled with um, the thought like, doesn't it kind of sound fun to get keel hauled? And I'm like trying to work out why my brain was saying that to me. And the reason, the reason is because I kind of have been keel hauled before. The thing is, if you're water skiing or wakeboarding or anything like that, and you fall and you don't let go of the rope, that's just getting keel hauled, baby. And it's kind of fun. it's It's kind of fun for the brief couple of seconds it takes before your mouth and nose fill with salt water. Also, those boats are like probably a lot less horrible to get pulled from than like a ship. Sounds deeply unpleasant? Yeah, kinda. So it's one of those things that's like deeply unpleasant parentheses compliment. You know, like me. That thing that people say about me. Deeply unpleasant parentheses compliment. I'm a sophisticated plushie? Yeah. I am. Yawn time. Oh, I got exclamation point yawned. Ah, jeez. I'm surprised people don't catch me out on that more often. I yawn a lot on stream. I've definitely yawned more than 20 times on stream since that command was added. The Eeper. Yeah, exactly. The thing about me is that I'm the one who eeps and sleeps. Incredible pressure washer you've got that it's taking out barnacles. I know, right? It's powerful. It's the strongest pressure washer in the video game. Many a sailor would kill for a tool like that. I imagine they would. I'm really high level and those are only level 1 barnacles. Yeah. They have a really high defense stat, so it takes a second to blast them away, but like You know, once you get past their armor and like do straight up damage to them, like once the armor penetration bonus is no longer helping them, they just kind of disappear. Just get completely flattened, you know. It's funny because level 1 barnacles are basically unkillable when you're level 1. Because their armor bonus is just so high, it's impossible to break through the shell and get to the easy part. But they're mostly just there as set dressing in the early parts of the game. I'm just bullshitting right now, for the record. If that wasn't already obvious. I'm the sleepy bullshitter. That's what everyone calls me. What is still dirty on this keel? Maybe the like top of it. Oh, there we go. Got it. Handled. The sleep shitter? I don't. I gotta be honest, I don't remember what the actual phrase that I said was. I don't remember how that relates to the actual phrase that I said out loud with my mouth. There we go. And once again, I don't seem to have ladders or scaffolds at all for this. So I've just got to kind of deal with the awkward geometry. You need snack? You're gonna get snack? Hell yeah. So I may or may not have talked about this last time, There's a new Magic the Gathering set coming out, and it's the first time I've been like legitimately excited about a new Magic the Gathering set in years. It's called Bloomburrow, and it's sort of, at least in terms of aesthetics, it's sort of based on like Redwall. Aesthetically, it's a lot like Redwall to me, where it's like it's furries kind of, but the animals are very, very, very animal and not, humans with animal features. Um and I'm very excited about it. There's squirrels in it, which is like one of like ignoring that obviously haha I like squirrels. Um It's one of my favorite like deck archetypes. Squirrels are, because what squirrels have always done in Magic is they make counter or not counter. Sorry, they make tokens. So you just end up with a board with like a million tiny creatures on it, and it rules. Um, and also like I grew up loving Redwall, um, and stuff of that sort of nature, I guess. So obviously, I'm going to be into the aesthetics of it, and I love a funny woodland critter. It's a much more like magic setting than something like Redwall is. Like Redwall, as I recall it, I haven't read Redwall since I was a child, but like as I recall it, it's not a setting with a ton of magic. It's more of like a medieval styled setting rather than like a straight up fantasy setting. Where sort of the main quote unquote magical thing about it is that the people are animals instead of humans. I think that's also what Warrior Cats is. I've never read or really experienced anything to do with Warrior Cats, but like I know a decent amount about the community. And that's my impression of what Warrior Cats is like as well. Is it's very Redwall in that specific way that it's you know not really a magical setting. It's just that the animals happen to talk and have their own societies and stuff. You feel me? Anyway, all I'm getting at is that I'm excited about this Magic the Gathering set. I I was about to say that I've pre-ordered a deck. I didn't pre-order a deck. A deck was pre-ordered for me. A deck was pre-ordered on my behalf. I don't have the money to pre-order a $50 Commander deck. As much as I would love to pre-order all four of the Commander decks for Bloomburrow, the pre-constructed ones. Hope that's you, Ishi. It's Harper. Lost my phone to the desert, so I had to get a new one. Think I remembered your deets, right? Hello, Harper Shaw. Anyway, Sonia thinks she's close to a breakthrough with the statues, and we might need you back over here soon. Um, but yeah, they made a squirrel archetype pre-constructed deck for the Commander game mode of Magic the Gathering, and I'm excited to play it. I would also love to get other stuff from this set, but again, money is money. If you'd like to support a funny squirrel playing Magic the Gathering, allow me to direct you to my Amazon wish list. Just joking, but... Actually, I think it would be very fun to do like webcam commander with Cable 2 people. If anyone wants to try to get a webcam commander game of Magic going, hit me up. I mean, or there's legal TM ways to play Magic the Gathering online as well. There isn't, to my knowledge, actually an actual legal way to play Magic. It specifically Commander. Like, I don't think Magic the Gathering Arena has Commander as a mode or anything, so I don't think you actually can play Commander legally online. But there are ways to do it. Anyway, I'm the Rambler. I guess that is kind of my job when I'm streaming, is to just ramble about whatever. There we go. Okay, that's the outside of the left half taken care of. The port side, if you will. You got a snack. Welcome back from snack. That rhymed. Hello, Long Haul. Hello, Cable 2. Hello, Arby. How did you get jump scared by Marvel Entertainment? Marvel Entertainment seems like it would be everywhere at Comic-Con. They snuck up on you, though? I mean, I know they were all over New York Comic-Con when I went to that. A weird light and shooting star in the sky that people were wondering about. The sudden drone show and fireworks show started at... Oh, huh. That's interesting. They did a fake UFO to advertise their funny Marvel stuff. That does sound pretty funny, honestly. Jumped about 50 feet. But it was also so epic. Hell yeah. An unannounced fireworks show would probably make me upset too, but like, if it was at Comic-Con, it's already super loud there. So like, I think it wouldn't be as big of a deal under those circumstances. Like, at least the Comic-Con that I went to in New York, I don't know if it's this way with San Diego Comic-Con, but with New York Comic-Con, they were doing it at like an event center that's not really near any residential stuff. So I think they could have gotten away with it there. Like, they wouldn't have been bothering people in their homes or anything. Wah! I fell down. I would be a bad pressure washer in real life because I would just sort of walk off of the edge of something trying to clean things. And unfortunately, I don't have long fall portal boots in real life. Long haul boots, exactly. I don't have those in real life. The boots that keep me safe on the long haul only exist in this digital simulacra of my life. Big stretch. Oh, goodness me. I'm so tired today. Like, I know I'm really tired every stream, but like more than normal, I think. I'm really tired. Here we go. You saw wrestling today in person? That's cool. Was it like a local promotion or... Love wrestling so much. Wrestling is fun. Wrestling is fun and cool is the thing. Adult Swim thing with AEW, that's cool. Who was there? Was Hangman there? Hangman Adam Page? Did you get to see Hangman Adam Page? Just the first AEW wrestler that I like who I thought of. Bryan Danielson, maybe? Bryan Danielson's from Seattle area. He's really cool. Great wrestler. Really iconic WWE run. As Daniel Bryan, not as Bryan Danielson, but mostly in Adult Swim costumes, not sure of who. Is there a wrestler called Ooh? Well, fair enough. Pro wrestling is really fun, is the thing. I love wrestling. RB, if you ever want to watch wrestling, we should watch wrestling. There are many ways to watch wrestling online. Some of them are even legal. Have you heard of freak waves? Yeah, this boat got hit by a freak wave. This boat I'm cleaning. Oh, Jerry Jambalaya, that's your boat. Yeah, I heard about them from you. Just appear out of nowhere, even on a calm sea. Fucked up if true, dude. Some kind of constructive interference of wave patterns or focusing of wave energy. Ooh, Orange Cassidy was there. Love Orange Cassidy. He's great. Ooh would be a great wrestler handle though. I agree. Fantastic stage name. Lady with really epic outfit and yellow hair. Trying to think of who that is. I haven't really watched AEW recently. I've mostly watched WWE because it's what's easily available to me. Not sure who has yellow hair in AEW. Caused by my Blastoise using Surf to carry me between fishing spots. 1 second. Oh, also, was Swerve Strickland there? He's like my very favorite wrestler of all time. Um, yeah, I'm not seeing any wrestlers with yellow hair that I recognize off the top of my head. There we go. Don't think they were there, but looks epic. Yeah, Swerve Strickland is really cool. He's a local wrestler from Seattle. Was kind of the champion for a long time with Defy Wrestling, which is a local promotion. Um, Really amazing wrestler. Probably one of the best wrestlers in the world right now, if I'm being honest. Um, and he got signed in the last couple of years to AEW, and he's apparently doing a great job there. Again, haven't really been watching AEW just because it's less accessible to me. To watch AEW, I have to find like pirate sites that are playing AEW, whereas I can just kind of watch WWE stuff for the most part for free. Well, for free, quote unquote, on streaming services that my household pays for, without having to look it up or anything. But Swerve Strickland he's awesome. He's great. I love him. The thing about professional wrestling is that it owns and fucks. And also rules. Also, like, not for nothing, I've been watching WWE stuff lately. Um, Not like super regularly or anything, but like, since it's available to me, I'll watch like a pay per view when it happens or whatever. Turns out, Logan Paul, the like YouTuber who's done a bunch of like just awful stuff. Like he's done some crypto scams. He's the guy who very famously like filmed a body in the suicide forest. Unfortunately, he's on WWE now, and he's really good. He's a really good heel. He's really good at being the bad guy. Probably because he's actually just a giant asshole bad guy in real life. Like, unfortunately, Logan Paul is extremely fun to watch wrestle. Showed up to the Classic Tetris World Championships this year, huh? Yeah, when I heard that Logan Paul was wrestling with WWE now, I was hoping it was just like a name recognition thing and he was like bad at it and wasn't going to last long. Nah, I think he's going to probably stick around. He's extremely good at playing a bad guy character. I never had Logan Paul's wrestling career because you read a magazine article about Pokemon cards that talked about it, had photos of him wearing Pokemon cards around his neck. Yeah, he has like a first edition holographic Charizard that he put in like he got it graded, put it in like a top loader. Well, put it in like one of those like graded hard plastic cases, and started wearing around his neck to wrestling shows because he felt that doing that would increase the value of the card even further than its already very inflated value for being a first edition holographic Charizard. Um, yeah, he didn't have it laminated. He got it like PSA graded, which they put them in like plastic hard cases after you get them graded so that they retain their value and don't get damaged any further than however damaged they already are out of the box. At least as far as I know, he didn't get it laminated. I hope he didn't get it laminated. Jesus Christ. Surprised contested in a mini tournament at CTWC, not connected to the actual tournament, and in fact an advertisement for a handheld console. He did his entire showboating song and dance. He's not terrible at Tetris. I'm not surprised to hear that he's not terrible at Tetris. He seems like the kind of guy who would be pretty decent at Tetris. There we go. Okay, that's the majority of, if not the entirety of, the outside cleaned. He did get his ass handed to him by a 13-year-old. Good for him. Good for the 13-year-old, I mean. I don't know if the 13-year-old is a girl or a boy. Or something else. Yeah, like, Logan Paul sucks shit, but, like... God, is he is fun to watch wrestle. He's really good at what he does. Which is both being the bad guy character and also just generally doing the wrestling stuff. He's extremely good at both. Because, some people are not the best wrestlers, but they carry themselves on how good they are at playing their character. He's got both. But, shit, I'd rather he be doing he'd be doing wrestling professionally than continuing with his crypto scams. You know? Dude's done a couple of crypto scams at this point. And if he stops doing those and just continues doing wrestling instead, then good on him. Look out for anchors. Failure may result in injury. The captain is not responsible for any more anchor-related incidents. Uh-oh. That sounds bad. I wonder how many employees he's lost to getting horribly injured by an anchor. I mean, I guess it would only take one, really. Anyway, sorry, I'll stop talking about Logan fucking Paul now. I don't like the guy, just I was shocked to see that he's really good at something. Because most of what I've seen of him is just him being either a terrible person or bad at the thing he's doing. Also realizing that the phrase crypto scam is redundant. If it's crypto, it's a scam. Crypto is just a scam now. Back in my day, when I first learned about cryptocurrency, it was mostly just for buying drugs on the dark web. Like that is the reason that it existed, as far as I know, is people used it to purchase drugs on the dark web in a way that's not traceable back to them. Nowadays it's for buying HRT on the ClearNet. Is that true? Are people buying HRT on the ClearNet with crypto? I just sort of assumed people were using normal money to do that. Most homebrew sellers who sell gray market estrogen have to take crypto because otherwise they get shut down. Interesting. Interesting things to learn. I'm learning a lot today. Their payment processors cut them off. I mean, that makes sense. You're selling gray market drugs. Like, even if they're perfectly legal drugs, it's still risky business selling that kind of thing. Registered farm HRT costs. Gotcha. I have never had to do gray market anything because thankfully I've ended up with a lot of good doctors and have had good insurance for most of the time I've been an adult. So I lucked out, and I lucked out that I'm living in Washington now, where all of my health care is effectively free, so long as I continue not having a job. As long as I don't have a job, all of my health care is free. Which is weird. And, you know, I'm probably never gonna have a job again because I'm fucking. I can barely stay on my goddamn feet. So, you know, I got that going for me. Okay, Arby got it. I was about to get the bot, but Arby got it. Insurance covers HRT. They want you on pills. The dosing they would give me ultimately would just not amount to an effective regimen. Gotcha. That makes sense. I have needle problems, so I do pills. I do oral HRT. I'm squeamish about them. And I know that's silly. I've had like a bunch of piercings in the past, and I was never freaked out by those. I miss my piercings. I had to get rid of all of them for various reasons. But, you know, I've had those. I have 3 different tattoos, and I don't really have a problem with the needles for those. Just for some reason, injections are a little spooky, a little scary. Still standing by pills over injections or transdermal because oral administration is by all accounts a really poor way to deliver it. Yeah, that makes sense. Transdermal is definitely better than oral. The reason I do oral is because I kept forgetting to change my patches. And finally, me and my doctor both kind of shrugged and said, look, if this is where we're going to keep sitting with just never ever remembering to change patches on time, it might be better to just take pills. Whatever works, yeah. Gel or patches? I didn't know gel was a thing. Oops. I know gel's a thing for T. I've never heard of it for E. Never had issues with sublingual slash buccal. I don't know what buccal is. I don't even know how to pronounce it, clearly. Step up from... Oh, dissolving in the cheek slash lip, I see. I keep accidentally hitting my scroll wheel. My mouse is kind of dying on me. My scroll wheel is becoming oversensitive in one direction and undersensitive in the other. Yeah, I should consider the dissolving thing. I have such specific brands of autism that create these problems for me. Where it's like, well, I don't like the taste or the texture of it, and so if I try to dissolve it under my tongue, I'm gonna just feel horrible for the next 3 hours. That kind of thing. You see, in the deep ocean, the speed of a gravity wave is directly proportional to the square root of its wavelength. Okay, dude. However, nonlinear effects could also cause the energy of smaller waves to bounce and consolidate into one huge wave. That sounds like something that could be true. I don't know, the whole thing beats me. Me too, buddy. I don't know shit about physics. Yeah, I know that feeling, Cora. That is definitely a feeling I have experienced about HRT stuff. Wah! Wah! Oh god, I'm stuck inside of the geometry. Okay. I escaped. Yeah, I've kind of just, like, with regards to healthcare stuff, I've kind of just lucked out for the most part. Like, I've gotten lucky with doctors who are willing to just take care of me instead of making a big deal about anything. I've gotten... And who are explicitly, like, anti-gatekeeping as well. I've gotten lucky with therapists that, like, are in some way trans or non-binary and can, like, help me with the situations that I actually experience on a day-to-day rather than just being, like, you know, oh, third-party observer that doesn't actually understand any of this and is just sort of there to listen. Gotten lucky with all that stuff. Fire exit. And I've gotten lucky with, like, the healthcare situation I have right now, which is, like I said, like, because I'm in Washington and I cannot, I'm unemployable. My healthcare is all completely free. Like, I'm ridiculously lucky when it comes to that stuff, thankfully. This sounds like bragging. Oh, another one. Why won't it let me ban from here? I need to go to my other window to ban that one. Why is it not giving me the option to... There we go. It wasn't giving me the button for some reason. Just kind of demonstrating that things can be good and stuff doesn't have to suck. Yeah. Good healthcare is so valuable, and doctors who really cared. Yeah, like, yeah. It does. It does feel like bragging in this kind of context, though, to talk about all of the super good luck that I've had. There we go. And, like, I know it's not bragging, it's just talking about what my experience has been like, but just I know so many people who are in super shitty situations compared to me, and it feels bad to see that and to not be able to do anything about it. This is what the long haul's all about, though. Commiserating. It's about rambling, it's about wrestling, it's about simulation, and it's about commiserating. Gotta double check that I'm getting the meaning of that word right real quick, because now I'm paranoid. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I was right. With the feelings of powerlessness by doing my best to inform others about things I can. Yeah. We all do what we can. In my case recently, what I can has been accepting random friend requests in Team Fortress 2 from like 19 to 20-year-olds who are trans, who respect that my name on Steam is Shiv Girl Boy or Boy Girl Girl Boy. They just respect the gender. And that's the best I can do right now. Helped a few people get on DIY. Stuck in too hopeful because of someone. Yeah. No, I imagine that's a really good feeling. Yeah, no, I agree. Existing and being queer, like, just being out there and being yourself and all that, I think does a lot. And I'm not always good at that. You know, I'm very much like a homebody. I don't tend to talk to people online or anything all that much, aside from very particular groups of people and all. But, you know, I do what I can. We all do what we can. It's all you can do, you know? Being a squirrel plush on the internet is a really good contribution. Thank you. I'm just happy to be here. I think it really is praxis to be a weirdo online. Being a weirdo online is a moral imperative that helps everyone. Trying to figure out this dang floor. Oh god, it's past 11, ain't it, huh? Uh-oh. This really is a long haul. Ha 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 ha. Cuz it's running long. I like how I said early on, like, oh, my throat's real messed up today. Maybe I'll leave early. I don't know yet. And I'm just putting up with the messed up throat and continuing longer than I would normally go, even instead. Here we go. I am getting tired. I don't know how long I was just completely silent for there. It was a while, though. Anyway, I am being serious when I say that, though. I think being a little strange and peculiar is, in fact, a good thing to do. Being visibly a little peculiar, or a lot peculiar, just depending on the kind of person you are, is a good thing that you can do for the people around you, to make them feel safe with their own peculiarities, in my opinion. Oh, cleaning this one is going slow. I'm feeling like maybe I should sign out just so, because I'm getting too tired to continue talking the whole time apparently. And also, this one just, there's a lot going on here and there's a lot to clean that I haven't finished yet still. Oh, I'm thinking about it. I like to finish what I started. I don't like stopping partway through. I just want to know where that amazing smell was coming from. I won't forget it for as long as I live. I hope you find the amazing smell someday, Jerry. It's like all those cats at the marina have caught a whiff of it too. Hmm. Oh hey, I accidentally finished the main deck. Come on, what am I missing on the cabin still? Give me something here. Yay! Okay, we got that whole thingy. Got the trim, we got all that, we got the windows. Okay, yeah, I think I might have to just wrap up and finish this next time. It's just a lot. Oh, wait, let me do this bit. Actually, I want to finish the whole, like, deck level. And then we'll handle the mast and stuff next time. Actually, I don't think I finished the anchor either. I would also like to finish that. And then we'll call it a night. Because it is 20 minutes past when I would normally stop already, and my voice already was feeling exhausted an hour ago. The show must go on, as they say. There we go. Great. I didn't finish this gun whale either. There we go. And then the anchor chain is good. The winding majigger is good. Just the anchor itself. Needs a tiny bit more attention. There we go. Alright. That's what I'm gonna call it. And I'm tired. I'm calling it here because I'm sleepy tired. And tired sleepy also. I did a yawn. Someone count that yawn. Sleepy tires. So true. Okay. Well, like I said, keep being weirdos online. It helps people to be weirdos online. That's truly the moral of this episode of The Long Haul. Is that being a weirdo online is epic and cool. Okay. That's all I have to say. Friends, enemies, past romantic partners, and future nemesis, thank you for watching The Long Haul. It's a celebration of simulations. And that's all I have to say about that. Goodbye. Ah, buttons. Oh god. Oh, the buttons. Oh gosh. There we go. I hit the button. Okay, bye.
On the way back home, take away my blues. When I'm all alone, flicker of your smile in the evening.
Switching it to a more energetic song real quick.
This is acting on a point.
Okay, love you, bye.
Join. Feel the friction when it starts. The mechanism of the heart. What you see in all your dreams, replicated by machines. This is what you really are. The mechanism of the heart. With the turning of the hands, see the universe expand. They're the dancers in the dark. The mechanism of the heart. Pull the cables in the ground. Every wire full of sound. This is ripping me apart. The mechanism of the heart. Little pieces, wind up and we wear them out. Heavy metal, heaven knows what you're holding down. And we're shifting into gear as we burn away the years. You will finish what you started.